Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martrich here with your outlook for June 2nd, 2016. For your Thursday, we're going to have a partly cloudy day. This frontal boundary to our west is going to be slowing up as it heads east, so it's only going to be affecting the western portions of Pennsylvania today. I don't think it gets into our area until the overnight period and probably well after midnight, so we should get a partly cloudy day out of today. Pretty nice day. Not as chilly as originally anticipated, and that's because these models have been over-modeling the backdoor cold front that was influenced from this high pressure in the Gulf of Maine. The high pressure is still going to be here, but it's going to be further to the northeast a little bit. So these inverted isobars that are kind of were pointing toward Pennsillvania, New Jersey, doesn't quite make it. So it will have a slight influence. I don't want to give you the wrong idea. We do have a cold front here that has southwesterly winds out ahead of any cold front typically. So it's kind of counteracting or counterbalancing, so to speak, what the effects of this high pressure is when it's trying to get the cooler air in here. So it will be slightly cooler on Thursday than it was on Wednesday, but not by a whole lot, only by about maybe 3-4 degrees. So not as much as anticipated earlier, so we will not get that cool down. But it's still, humidity will still be low enough today. We'll feel comfortable, and it will generally be a nice afternoon. Temperatures are still in the 80s today, lower to middle 80s across many locations. And all in all, a nice day. We go a little bit forward here. Here's a look at the evening. Again, this front is hung up here, so it's not going very fast. And shouldn't get in here until well after midnight. Here's a look at very early on Friday morning. You get some showers that are going to rotate through the frontal boundary. Again, not moving fast. Still, and the frontal boundary is kind of situated back here like this. So it's starting to come through, but this is not going to. It's going to take its time moving through. And so that's going to allow for some showers and thunderstorms, mainly or showers in the morning, and then you might have a break, and then mainly later in the day, some showers and thunderstorms for the southern half of our coverage area. That's because the front is already really pushing through for the northern areas. So, not so much up here in Scranton, Wilkes-Barre, Williamsport State College, but if, in the evening here on Friday, you could get some showers and perhaps a thunderstorm further south and east on Friday. It's not a total washout on the day. It does not look like anything really heavy. And there's Friday night with the precipitation moving off the coast. That frontal boundary hangs off to our south, but Saturday is in the clear. Here's what we're looking at on Saturday. Nothing going on in our coverage area here, so another partly cloudy day. It's going to be a very warm day again. So that first front really didn't do anything for temperatures. It didn't really knock back temperatures at all. And so we have a partly cloudy day here on Saturday and very warm. Temperatures will get up in the mid-80s, maybe some upper 80s down here by Philly. So another at least nice day for the weekend to start. But however, we have another frontal boundary. This is a more powerful frontal boundary coming through on Sunday, and you're going to have some rain and storms perhaps in the morning with a warm front, and then the cold front's going to come through. It looks like in the afternoon and evening. Now we're going to have to watch this. If we do get some clearing in between these fronts here. One front at this point is up here. Your cold front is situated back here. So you are warm sectored, so you could get some severe weather if you can get enough heating and instability. So right now this is not really too impressive, but the Storm Prediction Center does have an area that looks like this along the eastern seaboard. This area right here is in a slight risk for severe storms at the Day 5 update. So we will keep an eye on that just in case, but I'm not overly thrilled with this. There's very high shear values, and that's because you're warm sectored here in between fronts, with the warm front pressing through in the morning, cold front still trailing. So it is a setup that could produce some severe weather. But again, the sun is going to really help that along if it were to occur. Behind this, we're going to have some cooler weather come in for Monday. Not really cold yet, though, and that's because we have some trailing energy that's going to have to rotate through. That's going to be guiding the trough, and that's going to come through on Tuesday. And here's that frontal boundary moving through on Tuesday. Maybe an isolated shower. Here's that front, kind of like this. This is going to come through. Behind this one is the one where you get the really core of the cool weather for the middle of the work week next week. I don't think that hangs around too long, though. We go into, this is the European model. This is the free one that I can show you. Here's a look at Sunday. And these colors here that are in the yellows and the oranges are above normal temperatures. Below normal will be in the blue. So this is where the frontal boundary is on Sunday. You get the first front go through on Sunday. As we go to the next frame here, however, as I move up to the right image here, we go to the next frame, and you can see here for Monday it gets slightly cooler, but the core is still sitting back here. And then when you get that reinforcing front here on Tuesday, it looks like, look what's coming behind it. Some pretty chilly temperatures. Now this is I'm saying chilly, but this is chilly for this time of year, and this is also 850 millibars, which is 5,000 feet up above the surface. So this is not at the surface. This is it's going to moderate some. So we'll still be in the 70s, it looks like, but it will be below normal. Normal highs this time of year are generally upper 70s to near 80 for central and southern regions at the very least. So this will produce temperatures in the maybe the mid 70s, lower to middle 70s as we get to Tuesday, Wednesday time frame. So not really cold by any means, but it still will be cooler for during the work week, and that trough is going to quickly lift out. Here's a look at Thursday, still cool. Look at Friday and then Saturday. Wow, right back into above normal again. So very transient shot of cold air, or cool air, I should say, where you get into the 70s and you're right back in the 80s, it looks like, as you head toward next weekend. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martrich. That is your outlook for June 2nd, 2016. Have a great Thursday.